The DNC convention wrapped up this week, and Joe Biden did his best to energize his base and put his heavy hitters on stage to try to win over the American people. Democrats continue to tout a perceived Biden lead in the polls, the same polls that predicted a Clinton win in 2016, but this time they'll be right. Okay. Even in the mainstream national polls, Biden's margin is shrinking. Biden is hanging his hat on the poll numbers rather than engage with his base and prospective voters. If the convention is any indication of voter enthusiasm, the Democrats have good reason to fear voter turnout. Maybe that's why they're pushing bulk mail-in ballots. Their base isn't excited about Joe Biden, so they need to force them to vote, or vote for them. Throughout the 4 days of the convention, we really only saw Joe Biden on day 4. This was supposed to be the Democrats' week, yet President Trump gave more live speeches than Joe Biden. We saw Trump in Iowa, Arizona, Minnesota, Wisconsin. Are we supposed to believe that if Joe Biden is elected president, he'll magically change his behavior and be available to the American people? Or are we supposed to believe that it's appropriate for the president to be removed from the people and hidden in his basement? All his appearances can be done via pre-recorded videos, edited just perfectly. Just pretend it's live. President Trump has made the American presidency accessible to Americans. He is the most transparent president in the history of our nation. We are all aware of the tweets Donald Trump creates himself. None of Joe Biden's tweets are his own. These candidates are starkly different. Joe Biden covers up and hides what he's really doing. It's all about creating the perfect veneer, but none of it's real. The Crossfire Hurricane investigation is the perfect example. Joe Biden and Barack Obama used the power of the United States government to spy on their political opponent. Then they tried to frame their political opponents. They were successful in some cases, but the Durham investigation is quickly unraveling their scheme. Kevin Kleinsmith has been indicted and agreed to plead guilty. Durham has Kleinsmith dead to rights. The paper trail clearly shows that Kleinsmith altered the information received from the intelligence community to say that Carter Page was not a U.S. informant and that the U.S. did not consider him a reliable source. That was blatantly false. So Kleinsmith is pleading guilty. For his guilty plea, he'll cut a deal to provide information about others. Maybe Bill Priestap, Peter Strzok, Lisa Page, and maybe others. Kleinsmith will lead to bigger fish who lead to bigger fish. We know the conspiracy to derail the Trump presidency originated in Obama's Oval Office. We have the January 5th, 2017 Oval Office meeting notes and know that Obama directed much of the illegal activity. Same for the list of individuals who illegally unmasked General Flynn. Susan Rice's email, text messages, etc., etc. The house of cards is falling. President Trump has spent his first 4 years in office mired down by the previous administration. The Obama administration never yielded their authority, and the Durham investigation is an attempt to hold them accountable for using the United States government for personal gain. Whether you like the way President Trump carries himself, conducts business, or tweets, it's becoming exceedingly clear that he's cleaning up the corruption. Personality preference is subjective, but he lets us see the real Donald Trump. He doesn't hide behind edited videos and celebrities to pitch for him. He just tells the world what he thinks and what he's going to do. We're heading into the Republican convention week. Pay attention. Notice the difference between the Democrat convention and the Republican convention. This is an important choice we get to make, and our way of life as we know it hangs in the balance. I'd love to hear your thoughts on current events. Send your comments to weeklybriefing@oann.com. Catch Weekly Briefing every Saturday and Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific. Thanks for watching.